Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we got another narrative to talk about. And this one is kind of serious because potentially it could possibly be true, but I don't think it's only affecting one company. So, if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started with this. So, the new narrative is the reason why Xbox isn't getting no games is because Xbox gamers don't buy these games day one. That's the new narrative that is going around. So let's analyze this realistically from some of the numbers that are kind of out there, and let's see if this is actually the case. Game Pass does deliver a pretty decent value that makes it so buying games isn't always necessary to buy games day one. And that is true. Like, I 100% agree with the PlayStation fanboys when they say that, because it is true. There is enough content on Game Pass to more than keep you busy for $15 a month. Now, that is true. That is not in the I mean, I'm not going to deny that at all. Like, it's not even up for discussion. That is the case. The Game Pass users do take advantage of Game Pass. They do use it as it's intended to be used, and sometimes that does 100% save Xbox gamers a lot of money. It's a fact. It's true. Microsoft makes all that money every month. Xbox gamers get the benefits of Game Pass. That is not up for discuss. I mean, that's not even up for debate. That is exactly how it goes down. Now, is that leading to developers being apprehensive about putting their games on the Xbox platform because of that? I can't speak for developers. I don't think anybody out there can speak for developers and their motives or why they would like to or wouldn't want to support the Xbox platform. But they would have to look at this from a different perspective. Yes, Sony platform has always been able to produce the most sales for developers and games because of just the sheer amount of volume of PlayStation 4s or 5s or 3s, or I mean even Xbox 360. A lot of people bought games on Xbox 360 when they were selling a lot of Xboxes, so that does factor into it a lot of the time. The reason why we're not getting, but here's the thing, man. here's the thing. If companies if companies are actively betting against Microsoft this generation as to not thinking that people are going to buy games on their platform, might I suggest they look at the PlayStation platform right now, because I don't think these games are selling that well on the PlayStation as either right now. A lot of that really does have to do with the price increase and the way the economy everywhere around the world is going right now. It's not just a question of the cost. There's other things out there right now that are increasing the cost of living. And it's not hitting you in games. I mean, like, obviously the games are still the same price. Obviously, if you go and you buy other things that are they're still the same price. There's still sales, there's still deals, there's still stuff like that. The prices that are going up are the things you need to eat to survive, things that are being transported, perishable items, stuff like that, gasoline, all of those commodities that are essential and they do perish. Those are the things that the prices is going up on. Those are the things that they usually go up the most. Electricity bills, rent, everything. So when PlayStation raises the rate, to $70, that makes it a lot less likely that somebody's going to buy those games day and date. Now, they say that Xbox gamers don't buy games in day and date. Maybe that's the case. Maybe it's not. But I don't think that Xbox gamers are gonna. I mean, if a game comes out, like Final Fantasy, something that they know is not going to go to Game Pass, I'm pretty sure they're still going to buy it. They're not just going to be like, yeah, there's Final Fantasy, but I know I did want it, but I'm not going to get it now because Game Pass. No, that's I can't tell. I can't tell if these PlayStation guys are actually serious when they say this stuff, or if they're just, or if it's just another narrative for them to try to beat Xbox gamers over the head with. I've noticed a few of them saying it in my comments today, and then I saw Foxy Games UK was over there on Twitter, spouting that nonsense too, and I don't think that is the case. I personally do not think that is the case, because I know plenty of everybody I know at work and in real life that is an Xbox gamer. Every single one of them, if they see a game that they want, they buy it. Most people on Game Pass still buy their games. They still buy their games. There are gamers out there that are taking advantage of it and probably won't never buy a game again, and they'll just live off of Game Pass. Like, there are definitely those people. But there are also other gamers, like, dude, if you're a gamer and like your favorite franchise comes out with a new game, man, you're not going to just sit and hope that it comes to Game Pass. You're probably going to go buy that game. And I think a lot of it's the financial, and I do think that Sony is suffering financially right now as well. I do think that game sales across the board are just kind of down. They're just kind of down, and I think that PlayStation fans are really starting to wake up and understand, because I've seen a lot of this too lately. I think they're really starting to understand that they are paying more for way less. Like, they are getting less game overall than they used to for more money. So I do think that they are starting to wake up to that fact, because I mean, let's face it, dude. Ubisoft's not out there pumping out the games that they used to. So there's not a lot of, as the PlayStation fans would say it, filler games to take up that space. It's been kind of, I'm not going to say it's been dry, because I've had plenty of stuff to play, but it is kind of been dry if you're into single player narrative driven over the shoulder camera games. Like, it's been a little bit dry for you. So there's not a whole bunch of Ubisoft or Bethesda games or any of these other games to fill in those gaps to keep you satiated. It's making you look at your PlayStation first party games a lot closer, like I have been, a lot more. If I was buying all my games on my PlayStation, I probably wouldn't. I don't know if I would have this problem, but yeah, it's making you look at those games a lot closer now, and actually seeing the value that's actually there. So, top selling PlayStation 5 game this generation, Miles Morales. It was a $50 game. So there you go, man. Like, the cheaper the games are, the more people are going to buy them. So I don't necessarily know if this new narrative, like this new narrative that they're throwing around, is just pointless. It doesn't make any sense. That is not the reason that Xbox is not getting games. The reason that Xbox is not getting games like Final Fantasy is because PlayStation and Square Enix have a deal. It's as simple as that. As simple as that. Yes, I do feel bad that Xbox gamers aren't going to get to play that game when it comes out. That really does suck, and yeah, I've been saying this since the beginning of this generation, that yeah, you should probably have both this generation so that you're not missing out on anything when it comes to gaming and playing games that you want to play. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.